Once again, police reform in America in sharp focus. In hopes of triggering change, demonstrators are still taking to the streets. The city of Chicago bracing for another night of protests, demanding accountability in the police-involved shooting death of 13-year-old Adam Toledo. Video of the March 29th shooting shows Toledo, who was unarmed, with his hands in the air as the officer fired his weapon. It comes after weeks of watching the murder trial of Derek Chauvin play out in real time from Minneapolis. The former officer is accused of killing George Floyd last summer. The jury expected to begin deliberating in the coming days. The nation on edge ahead of the verdict. As the New York Times reports, since testimony began on March 29th, at least 64 people have died at the hands of law enforcement nationwide, with Black and Latino people representing more than half of the dead. And breaking tonight in the city of Brooklyn Center, Minnesota, the city's mayor just issued a citywide curfew. It starts at 11 p.m. local time until tomorrow morning. The curfew follows nights of protests over the police shooting of Daunte Wright. His mother is demanding answers, but doesn't see how the system will bring justice in her son's case. She's pushing for the now former Brooklyn Center officer charged in his killing to be held accountable. But accountability is hard to bring in a country where it isn't written into law. Way to change that would be through passage of the George Floyd Policing Act. But it remains to be seen how Congress can do so with the Republican Party unwilling, moving further to the right, and the Democratic Party unable to pass it alone because of the filibuster rule. Not to mention new reporting that hard-right conservatives in the House are now floating the idea of creating an America First caucus to protect, quote, Anglo-Saxon political traditions. Democratic Congressman Raja Krishnamurthy on the prospects of this new caucus.
Well, it sounds like the Ku Klux Caucus to me, and I don't understand where we're going. Are we going to have the pro-hate caucus and the stormtrooper caucus? You know, Marjorie Taylor Greene and Steve King, in forming this caucus, are basically catering to the malcontents of America, people like David Duke and others.
Last night, Texas Congressman Louis Gohmert told reporters he's looking at joining the caucus. And Georgia Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene is attacking the media, now blaming her staff for a draft proposal of the caucus getting leaked to the media. She says she didn't even read it and vows to continue promoting Donald Trump's America First agenda. Meanwhile, GOP Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy is trying to push back against the extreme wing of his own party. He tweeted, quote, "The Republican Party is the party of Lincoln, not native as dog whistles." So with all of this, what does accountability look like with half of Congress and the country unable to see problems to fix?
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.